Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. Imagine a microscope that never gets tired, never misses a detail, and can spot patterns invital to the human eye. Today, we're diving into how artificial intelligence is revolutionizing pathology, transforming cancer diagnosis, and reshaping the future of medicine.
What's really fascinating is how AI is fundamentally changing the way pathologists work with tissue samples. It's not just about looking at slides anymore, it's about having an intelligent assistant that can help spot things we might miss.
I've heard there are some specific ways AI is being used in pathology. Can you break that down for us?
Absolutely. According to recent research, there are 6 essential pillars of AI in pathology. The first 2 are detection and classification, basically, finding abnormalities in tissue samples and determining what type of disease they represent.
Can you give us a specific example of how that works in practice?
Sure. Take the Confident B trial, which showed how AI can successfully detect breast cancer spread in sentinel lymph nodes. It's helping reduce false negatives and standardizing results across different pathologists.
That's incredible. What about the other pillars?
Well, the third pillar is quantification. This is where AI really shines. It can measure biomarker levels more accurately and consistently than traditional visual methods.
And I imagine that's pretty important for treatment decisions, right?
Exactly. At the 2025 ASCO annual meeting, they presented data showing how AI tools can improve the accuracy of identifying specific breast cancer subtypes, like HER2 low and HER2 ultra low cancers.
You know what's interesting? I've heard there's actually a shortage of pathologists globally.
That's right, and it's becoming a serious issue. Demand is outstripping supply, and pathologists' jobs are becoming more complex, requiring additional tools and expertise.
So how does AI help with that?
Well, AI can automate routine processes like image analysis and data entry, allowing pathologists to focus on more complex cases and higher-level interpretation.
That makes sense. But I'm curious about the accuracy. How does AI compare to human pathologists?
According to recent studies, AI tools have shown remarkable accuracy. For instance, in soft tissue pathology, using whole slide imaging and AI has improved diagnostic accuracy in differentiating between benign and malignant tumors.
That's impressive. But surely there must be some challenges?
Oh, absolutely. One major challenge is ensuring the quality and standardization of digital pathology images. Plus, there are regulatory considerations. The FDA has established specific guidelines for AI in pathology.
You mentioned earlier about the history of AI in pathology. When did this all start?
It's fascinating, actually. The journey began back in 1950 when Alan Turing first conceived the idea of using computers to mimic intelligent behavior. But the real breakthrough came in the 1990s with the introduction of whole slide scanners.
Wow, so this has been developing for quite a while.
Yes, but the real acceleration has happened in the last few years. The development of deep learning and neural networks has transformed what's possible.
Can you explain what deep learning means in this context?
Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that uses neural networks capable of learning from unstructured data. In pathology, it's particularly powerful because it can analyze complex patterns in tissue images.
And how does this translate to practical benefits for patients?
The impact is significant. AI tools are improving diagnostic accuracy, reducing variation between different pathologists' interpretations, and speeding up the time to diagnosis.
Are there specific types of cancer where AI has been particularly helpful?
Yes, particularly in breast, lung, and prostate cancers. The AIM-PDL1 algorithm, for example, has shown excellent results in detecting metastatic cancer in lymph nodes for non-small cell lung cancer.
That's fascinating. What about the future? Where is this technology headed?
Recent developments in foundation models have shown remarkable potential. They're actually surpassing traditional supervised models in diagnosing multiple cancer types.
Foundation models? Can you explain what those are?
Think of them as more advanced AI systems that can learn from broader datasets and apply that knowledge more flexibly. They're similar to how ChatGPT works, but specifically trained on pathology data.
And how are pathologists responding to all this technology?
The response has been largely positive. Most pathologists see AI as a valuable support tool that enhances their ability to make accurate diagnoses rather than as a replacement.
That's encouraging to hear.
Yes, and what's particularly exciting is how AI is enabling new research directions by mining large-scale pathological and molecular data.
Can you give an example of that?
Recent studies have shown that AI can predict genetic mutations directly from pathology images. which could potentially speed up treatment decisions and reduce the need for additional testing.
That sounds like it could have huge implications for personalized medicine.
Absolutely. It's part of a broader trend toward precision oncology, where treatment is tailored based on the specific molecular alterations unique to each patient.
Are there any concerns about privacy or data security with all this digital information?
Yes, that's a crucial consideration. The FDA has established regulations to safeguard private information, and there are strict protocols for handling patient data.
How are medical schools adapting to these changes?
Medical education is evolving to include training in digital pathology and AI tools. It's becoming an essential part of the pathologist's toolkit.
That makes sense. They need to be prepared for this new technology.
Exactly. And it's not just about using the tools, it's about understanding their limitations and knowing when human expertise is crucial.
Speaking of limitations, what are some things AI still can't do in pathology?
Well, AI still struggles with rare cases it hasn't been trained on, and it can't replace the holistic judgment that comes from years of clinical experience.
So it's really about augmenting human expertise rather than replacing it.
Precisely. The goal is to create what we call augmented intelligence, combining the best of human expertise with AI capabilities.
What about cost? Is this technology accessible to smaller hospitals?
That's a valid concern. While the initial investment in digital pathology systems can be significant, many providers are finding that the long-term benefits in efficiency and accuracy justify the cost.
And I imagine it could help with remote consultations too.
Absolutely. Digital pathology and AI are making it possible for experts to review cases from anywhere, which is particularly valuable for hospitals in remote areas.
That's a huge benefit for patient care.
Yes, and it's just one example of how this technology is democratizing access to expert pathology services.
As we wrap up, what would you say is the most exciting development on the horizon?
The emergence of multimodal AI systems that can analyze both pathology images and genomic data simultaneously. This could revolutionize how we understand and treat diseases.
That sounds promising. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
Yes, AI in pathology isn't about replacing human expertise, it's about enhancing it. We're entering an era where technology and human judgment work together to provide better patient care.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Copilot Podcasts. Remember, the future of pathology isn't just about smarter machines, it's about smarter collaboration between humans and AI.